Hey everyone, welcome to the Game Week 4 review video for Serie Fantasy. Hopefully you've been liking the content so far more than I've been liking how my players have been doing. And if you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. That would be very much appreciated. Um, Another kind of crappy week this week. It kind of felt similar to last week, just other people were doing better while I was still kind of doing the same. It was kind of another tease where early in the week it was looking like after day one things were looking really good, and then it kind of just went downhill with players not starting, which I knew was always a possibility. I just didn't know that many. Um, and yeah, we'll kind of just see what happened. On day one, it was looking really good. Milan got the draw against Sassuolo, but it was 0-0. So Theo Hernandez gets the clean sheet, which is good. Unfortunately, he's picked up yellow cards, I believe, in back-to-back games. So that's something just to keep an eye on. But definitely see him in and around the penalty area a lot. The attacking threats there, so I have no issue keeping him right now. Inter, I should have had a clean sheet with Skriniar as well. Cremonese scored in added time. Really silly way to lose the clean sheet there. And what made it worse is a bunch of Inter defenders got subbed off earlier than the goal. So a lot of people with other Inter defenders that weren't Skriniar profited from the clean sheet. Whereas obviously if your defender stayed on the entire game like Skriniar did, you did not. I am just thankful that like literally 3 minutes before the deadline, I switched my captaincy off of Skriniar and put it on Tammy Abraham. So I was happy about that decision at least. But yeah, that's unfortunate there. Chris Smalling, who actually did not start the game, gets credit with the clean sheet as well. He got subbed in, I believe, the 27th minute. And in order to get a clean sheet, you just basically need to play 60 minutes and not get scored on during that time. So Roma, every defender for Roma got the clean sheet as long as they stayed on that long. But Chris Smalling, even though he didn't start the game, still gets it because he played what would have been shown on the timer as 63 minutes. So that was at least one little bright spot of the week to make it not even worse than it already was. Couple things I was surprised by here. Kvaratskhelia and Lozano both did not start the game, which was a little surprise. I thought that one of them wouldn't start, but I didn't think both of them wouldn't start. And then both of them got subbed on later in the game, and Napoli really didn't do much. It was a 1-1 draw against Lecce, which was kind of sad to see. So Napoli the last 2 weeks haven't been firing on all cylinders like they usually are, and I just took ones there. Obviously, with Kvaratskhelia, a lot of people have him, so that's not as big of a deal. But with Lozano, that one might hurt a little bit. And the one positive is I expect them both to be playing on the weekend. That's kind of similar with Bajrami. I thought for sure he would be starting this week after missing the earlier weekend games. Um, I know that there was still some rumors around him potentially being transferred. I thought the rumor was to Fiorentina. Hasn't happened as far as I've seen. So I can see him being a regular in the squad again. He did get subbed on earlier in the game and had time to do things. But that didn't end up happening. So he just gets the 1-pointer as well. But I really expect him to be starting on the weekend to start starting regularly again. He's one of the best players in the team, but I could see him being a player on the move soon from my team. And then came basically the lone bright spot of the week, Paulo Dybala getting 18 fantasy points off of 2 goals. Him and Tammy Abraham linked up again for the second week in a row. This time Dybala scoring off of an assist from Tammy Abraham. It was a pretty funny assist, like a flick up header inside of his own half, and Dybala carried it the entire way. And then he scored a scrambly little goal again. But both of these players should have so many more points. Tammy Abraham missed the breakaway. Dybala missed other chances. Like these two should probably have 5 goals, 5 assists each. So I don't know. It's hard to sometimes get rid of them, but this just could be who they are. They just miss a lot of opportunities. At least putting the captaincy on Tammy Abraham, I did get the assist to double, so you ended up getting 10 points for a captaincy, which was good. Jovic came on really late in the game. 1 point came in off the bench because again Mela didn't start at all, which again it is another one. Both Mela and Bajrami really surprised me this week, both of them not starting. I'm assuming they have to be starting on the weekend. If not, those are definitely fires I'm gonna have to put out of my team. I will give probably both of them one more shot. But yeah, that's kind of how things lined up, and Osimhen didn't do anything either. Vicario had they let in a goal against Hellas Verona. I think it was around the 70th minute. The game was looking well for them. They looked much the better team, and that couldn't pull the clean sheet. I guess Falcone would have been again the better pick due to probably all the shots he got from Napoli. Otherwise, some other things around the Vlahovic looks fantastic on free kicks as well. Right now, has scored in back-to-back games off of free kicks. I believe he will be coming into my squad this week. And one player that you cannot overlook right now is Koopmeiners of Atalanta. He's scored 3 goals in the last 2 games on penalties. Have scored both penalties. He has scored both. Actually, no, I think he scored 4 goals in the last 2 game weeks. He's, I believe, 2 of them have been penalties, and 2 of them been absolute screamers from outside of the penalty area, probably about 25, 30 yards out. So he's just been a really fun player to watch as well. At 5.5, I might be bringing him in for Bajrami instead. But yeah, there's some different things that I want to be doing right now, and now there's some fires starting to come up that I'm gonna have to put out. So we'll see what happens there, and I'll talk to you about that in the game week team selection. As for this video, we'll take a quick look at the league and see what happened. I fell hard in the league, down to 21. Team Napolitano is still up top. I'm not sure if this was who was there last week. Jose is the GOAT. I'm not sure if that was someone that was here last week. That's good. Still a tight race up at the top, obviously. We have some people falling off a little bit more. Remember, Roma 23 was at the near the top after the first weekend, dropping down to 7th. But then Milan 22 is there, King is back is there, and I know they have been at the top for a little bit now. If we check out some people who did well in the last game week. 723 who now finds themselves near the top. And it's the people that I am going to assume that have Koopmeiners and yeah, Lautaro Martinez, who didn't start and still came on and scored a goal. So he is definitely proven to be one. Oh, but that was with the shuffle it activated. Interesting. Might be a good idea to use the shuffle right now just because of there's some players that are clearly establishing themselves. I'm definitely thinking about it. But yeah, I'm not going to pull the trigger on that again yet. And again, yep, Koopmeiners in the team, and that's what's helping people out. So I would expect his price to probably be going up soon, which maybe I should be getting him in sooner rather than later if I want to do the straight swap with Bajrami. But again, we will talk about that in the team selection video, which will be shot pretty much right after this, but it'll probably come out early tomorrow again, as it is the deadline day again. As this is off the back of a midweek game now. So a quick start again, get those transfers in. I'll hopefully get you the video out with several hours to at least look over it and make your own decisions. And I'll talk to you again soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good day.